Hi everyone, my name is Duke Oliva, and this is my reflection speech from my leadership interview paper for the course Making of a Christian Leader. In week 1, I stated what my current definition of a Christian leader was. My response was this: I believe that Christian leadership is showing the people around you who God is, not only through evangelism, but also through your everyday words and actions. Being a good example to the people around you and under you is so important because you will earn their respect as well as their trust. Once you have their respect, they will ask why you act the way that you do, and you can tell them that you do it to glorify God in every word that you speak and in every action that you make. Being a Christian leader gives opportunities for evangelism and can help bring people to Christ. This course has taught me a lot about what it takes to be a Christian leader, as well as what attributes and qualities are needed in order to fulfill this role. Later in this video, I will be discussing how my viewpoint on Christian leadership has adapted with all the lessons that we learned in this course. I have been a commercial assurance intern at LSL CPAs and Advisors for almost 3 months now. For this interview, I decided to speak with a senior manager at my firm. His name is Trent McLean, and I have been working under him ever since I started at LSL. My interview with him was very enlightening because I learned a lot about what kind of leadership style a senior accountant needs to have over his or her employees. After speaking with Trent, I realized that a lot of patience is needed to be a leader in this field. Trent emphasized over and over how important empathy, patience, and understanding are in being a leader as an accountant. Trent also stated that encouragement and having fun in the workplace, as long as the work is getting done, is also very important. Encouraging employees is a key to success because it will motivate the workers to continue to work hard. This reminded me of one of the pillars of leadership that we learned about in our book, The Leadership Challenge. One of the pillars of leadership is encouraging the heart. In order to encourage the heart, employees need positive feedback on their work. A mutual trust and understanding between an employee and the employer is also very important in order to have a good foundation in the relationship. As previously mentioned in this course, we learned about the leadership practices from the Leadership Challenge book. The 5 practices discussed by the authors in this book are to model the way, to inspire a shared vision, to challenge the process, to enable others to act, and to encourage the heart. I briefly discussed the final pillar, but I also learned so much from the other 4 practices. The first pillar, to model the way, means that leaders need to create standards of excellence and set an example for their employees to follow. There needs to be a sure path and opportunities for employees to grow. The second pillar is to inspire a shared vision, which means that leaders need to be passionate and believe that they can make a difference. They need to envision and share the future of the company or firm with their employees so that the whole company knows what direction they are headed in and what trajectory they need to take to get to this point. The third pillar, to challenge the process, is when leaders need to find innovative ways to improve their company. This is where risks need to be taken and goals need to be set. Often this comes in the form of small tasks and small goals that lead to larger objectives. The fourth pillar of enabling others to act is when leaders create collaboration in the workplace and build spirited and tight-knit teams. This pillar requires a foundation of trust, dignity, and strength in order to make each person feel capable of doing their job correctly. Lastly, which I previously mentioned, is to encourage the heart. This is where a leader needs to be able to understand and empathize with their employees in order to build a foundation of trust and encouragement. Leaders need to recognize that the contributions that individuals make in order to keep hope and determination in the hearts of the people in their workplace. I feel like where my view on leadership has changed the most has a lot to do with the 4th pillar of leadership from the Leadership Challenge. I still stand firm in my original definition of leadership, so I wouldn't necessarily say that my view has changed as much as I've just added to it. Being a motivational leader is really where my point of view has changed the most. As the fourth pillar states, enabling others to act builds a spirited and motivated team. Trust, dignity, and strength help each employee to feel capable of doing their job and exceeding expectations. As a leader, I believe it is so important to motivate those around you so that there is always efficiency in the workplace, as well as the foundation of understanding, teamwork, and trust. Overall, I feel like I have learned so much in this course and on what it means to be a Christian leader and what that should look like in the real world. We need to always represent Christ in everything that we do and in everything that we say. I am going to use what I have learned from the 5 pillars of leadership and practice them in my workplace as well as my everyday life outside of work. I am engaged currently, and I'm going to be marrying my fiance this upcoming August, and I will also use these leadership practices taught in this course to be the best husband and leader of the household that I can be. I'm also about to graduate with my bachelor's degree in business with a concentration in financial management. I look forward to the journey ahead and to see where God takes my leadership and how He will develop it as time goes on. Thank you.